Hello guys, welcome to today's video. There's a bunch of random stuff in this video. There's stuff in the 360, there's stuff in the shop, there's stuff in exploring the random corner of the property that you guys haven't seen before, and I'm very excited to share this video with you, and I really hope you enjoy it. And I, by 100%, you cannot say that I'm starting this intro to try to get more footage for the video because I'm talking as fast as I possibly can, and it will not inflate the video count or the possibility of putting multiple advertisements in this video by any chance or means in this video. Please do not reproduce the stunts that you've seen in this video. They are on a closed train course by advertised professionals. Good day, enjoy the video.
Car is almost done. There's a crossbar now and there. Quick. This state here represent like the chassis point where the car is. This is gonna go in the car. So this is one side, the center where it's the diff cover. We want that diff cover 6 inches between that so we have space. The other side, this piece of Marco is cutting up. It's gonna go there. There's gonna be a cut there and it'll fit in place. It's taking a lot of our little brains to figure that one out, but it's getting there.
Smooth brains.
Yep, smooth brains. No wrinkles, just smoothness.
It's aerodynamic.
Yep, as you see, that's almost ready. We'll tag it, fit it up, make them final cuts, and then put it in the car. We'll put some reinforcement bars that go down to these bars to just reinforce it because we're gonna add a jacking point on this. We'll send it to Belt, get this fit it up and weld it ready for him. He will make 2 independent crash bars, so like if Adam hits one side of the car, it won't affect the other side of the car.
Right.
And then we'll just have him make duplicates, and like that we have it on hand. Got something that's coming soon, but we won't have it ready in time to make us crash bars or anything like that. So
I don't know if you guys have seen my truck tires recently, but I've got like 40,000 miles on them and they're not looking so hot. Conveniently enough, timed perfectly with Nitto's brand new tire that just got released. This is actually one of the first sets to hit the market. It's their newest all-terrain light truck tire. I'm not a truck tire expert, but I've been told that these grooves and the way that they got the small and the big ones should make this a pretty quiet tire while also having a super aggressive appearance. So I like the big meaty look. I like people to tower in fear when they see me pull up. And this definitely entices that kind of reaction, I feel like. But what's cool, you've got 2 options for sidewalls. You've got this one that kind of has the aggressive like pointing thingies. And then on this side, if you want more of like a traditional style look, you can pick and choose your sidewall. I've never had that with a tire before, but we got a dually, so we got 4 of these things in back. We got mean green fighting machine. The only thing that isn't exciting about this is I have to break the news to Eric, who mounts all our tires, that he's gonna mount these, which I don't know about I don't know much about truck tires, but these look like they're gonna be pretty hard to mount. I don't even want to try lifting it with my back, which is a little bit better, by the way. I finally saw a chiropractor that knows what she's talking about. You guys all told me to see Dr. Mondragon, I think is how you say it. She's actually a YouTuber chiropractor. Can't wait for the Adam LZ back ASMR video. I'm excited. It's rad enough having drift tires at my disposal, being sponsored by Nitto, but getting them for the truck, hopefully soon some of the other cars too. It's awesome to have such a rad company support. I need you guys to tell me decide though, which sidewall pattern should I go with? I think this is the more aggressive one. These stick out quite a bit more. This looks more like a standard tire.
That one, I like this one.
Nope. Mike, don't put your opinion on the video.
I like that one.
Yeah, you put that in. All right, so Kevin's stopping by, aka Power Washing God, that made this place look amazing. Now I want to keep it looking amazing, so we gotta trim up all these branches that keep dumping shit down my road. So he's coming by today to quote, so we're gonna give him a ride around the property. Mike's just tagging along for the ride, so I figured you can film a couple clips so you guys can kind of get an idea of what the plan is. But anyway, see this? Prime location impeding on our go-kart track. Not cool.
See that?
So the logic is to basically trim back anything we can that like this, it kind of turns this into a blind corner. So minimum to the edge of the driveway in pretty much everywhere, so it doesn't dump stuff on the driveway. But in corners, trim it back even more so it's not a blind corner. It's like this stuff, we can trim back quite a bit. bleep this out, Mike? I got a sick,
I was gonna ask you,
bro, like a bad one for the.
I was
yeah.
gonna say you just find one to.
So I got like one of the. Don't put any of this shit in the video, dude. I'll kill you. The biggest logic would just be picture you're going through here with like a long gooseneck trailer and you don't want to sideswipe your trailer on trees. That's kind of the goal. I don't know if this stuff is good or not. If not, we might need some junk removal services from you. It kind of looks like junk.
It's pretty much junk.
Unless you want to be a farmer.
Yeah. Well, like, I don't know, there's all these trees hanging and keep dumping stuff on my land. This one's real bad here. But the bigger project that I don't even know how much we've showed this on video. So I've determined we burn through tires fast enough that they don't need to be stored in an air-conditioned warehouse. So we're gonna keep all the tires in here next to the sandblasting booth. This is gonna be mine, and then Colette has so many tires that she needs a whole section to herself. And this is where we really need the junk removal services. So pack rat's paradise in here.
Okay, it's like a little section of Ace,
Yeah,
just not organized.
I know. This is like Ace back in the 60s.
This is the clearance section from 10 years ago.
So
Oh,
I don't
God.
know if this is part of your services, if you'd consider this junk removal, but
Yeah, it's whatever you consider junk.
yeah.
I remove whatever. It's all junk to me.
I mean, we're gonna go through it and keep all the nice stuff, but
sounds like a plan.
then we can use this for storing tires.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the bulk of it. So you guys have technically never seen this part of the property in video, and I wanted to make a side-by-side off-roading exploration. We actually have a lake on property too that we're not going to go through today, but this is half of the trail section, which is still under construction. But we're potentially just going to make a burn pile for all the debris that we clear. We might need to widen this out so you can get your truck through here.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that'll be part of it.
I think it's to the left.
Left, and then past
yeah.
these two, and then to the right.
It's cool though. This is gonna be sick for side-by-sides. I love this place. Then back here, this is where I want to eventually build like a side-by-side track with like jumps and berms and stuff. Once I have a side-by-side that works. But yeah, we could just do a burn pile like in the middle of here or something, and then we don't have to worry about. Just we got to do whatever you got to do to make sure we don't light my grass on fire. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, we're pretty good with fires. A few fire extinguishers.
Funny guy.
I'll show you guys in a minute, but I've spent like the past 2 days of my life playing around with shop layouts. We're shooting to start cutting the concrete as soon as tomorrow, and I'm obsessing over dialing in this layout because I don't want to put lifts in a spot and then regret it. So I'm going to show you guys all what I've been doing on my computer to try to figure out where we're going to put stuff. But that right there is our alignment rack. We're going to actually start to put it together to make sure we can get all the measurements right and figure out where we want to put it. But as of right now, I think it's going in that corner. I'll show you what I'm talking about on my laptop. There's a program called Home Designer. I'm not super familiar with it, but I was able to figure out roughly what I needed. I got the dimensions off Ben Pack's website, and I started playing with lift layouts to figure out how I want to do it. The biggest issue that we're having right now is figuring out where we want to put the fab section. Originally we wanted it up here, but then I found out that this garage door is a little offset up here, so we didn't have room for the two post lifts. Experimented with putting one here, didn't like how it looked aesthetically, so I think we're gonna put the fab shop in this corner closest to the door. But all this is to scale, and since we have the measurements, we're gonna start laying out cars and boxes to simulate the lift posts, just to get a real world idea of how much space we have. I've also been using this program to play around with the plan for upstairs in the lounge. And what's cool about it is here, I was able to get the ceilings and most of the stuff closer than I was in the shop, to where you can actually go and set a 3D view and you can see kind of exactly what it would look like. So up here, once we get counters, this would be like the size of a pool table. I was trying to figure out how many couches I needed, what size TV, and then this kind of gives you guys a better idea of what it's gonna look like with those big pieces of glass. and then you'll see the shop out of there. So I'm pretty proud. I've never used this program before, and like there's definitely a lot that I don't really know how to do the right way. But I've been learning, and it's making me feel a lot better about making decisions instead of just winging it and then hoping stuff looks good. So that's where we're at. We're gonna go put that alignment rack together, start parking cars, simulating boxes, and see what it's actually gonna look like. Thank you. So I could not figure out why the my office was so dim and Mike's was bright. And it turns out because I have wood ceilings, they actually dropped down the ceiling lower, but the light bulb fixture stayed up high. So the light wasn't wasn't reflecting right, and it was looking a lot dimmer in here. So we had to put light bulb extensions on. Who would have thought that? Who would have thought that?
Oh, much better.
It is much
It's
better.
way better now.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
The extendo clip, dude.
Get away. Get away. Get away.
My lift, the lift of the guy she told me not to worry about.
Yeah?
Yeah, this one's too wide. That other one, complete guess, 100% dead on accurate. So let me move that. Oh, bro!
Dude,
Come on!
it's not that legit.
Come on! Gotta treat it with care, dude. Oh, it's ruined. Another thing I realized too, I feel like I didn't mention this before in the videos, but I found out this whole place is pre-wired for like a surround sound system, which is pretty cool. There's one there, one there, one there, one there, and then 2 ceiling units there. So we're gonna get some 6 speakers up here. To give you guys an idea of the layout, we'll go down there, we'll walk it. This does look pretty good. I don't know how it was gonna look without seeing it from up here. I know I keep saying cut the concrete, and I should probably elaborate. I can't remember if I explained this to you guys in a video or not, but we found out that because this was intended as a showroom when they built this building, the concrete floors aren't very thick. I think it could be as thin as like 3 to 3.5 inches, which is not enough for the 2-post lifts that we're using. So we're gonna basically be cutting squares around the lift posts and pouring footers. We might try to match the epoxy, or we might just do a slightly different color square. I'm not entirely sure, and this is like cutting into those floors, it's like no turning back thing, so that's why I'm trying to just like OCD the out and figure out exactly where stuff's gonna go. And I think I feel pretty good about what we have for the 4-post lifts. The alignment rack's still gonna take some time to put together. I feel like I've talked about this stuff in so many videos, but realistically, I guess when you're building a shop, there's a lot of planning that goes into it. And since I'm supposed to be making videos of like exciting building and working on cars, it feels like I'm not doing anything, but it's just stuff that needs to be done. So this is right now kind of what I think the final layout will be. The logic is to try to keep the cars not impeding this line of sight with a doorway if we need to drive cars through. Over here we'll have some cabinets, whatever, and then the fab area is moved over to this corner since this section's a little bit larger. I wanted to make sure there's enough room, if cars are on the ground or in the air, to roll through a big toolbox. I think there's plenty of room between the cars. This one might even be able to come over a little bit. The angles aren't perfect, but it's about what they'll be. And then in here we can have our light fab section, and then our heavier fab that's like more dusty, dirty stuff, we'll actually drive through and have a separate room in there. But coming in from the shop over here, very easy access. You can kind of drive in, keeps this whole pathway clear, and then the alignment rack, as of right now, is gonna go back in that corner. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, once it's all said and done, there'll be a big concrete rectangle cut, and the scissor lift will fit right down into it. There'll be no posts or anything, so it'll be easy to just drive a super low car on, and there'll be plenty of space to work around it. It'll also be convenient too if we need to do any light suspension stuff, just using as a lift to then use the center jacks to raise the car without having to put it on a traditional 2-post lift. But it should look super clean, and the idea is to kitty corner it in that corner, because if it was straight, it'd be kind of a pain in the ass to like drive a car, back up, pull in. It's still, I'm a little bit wavering about the angle, but I think it makes the most sense. And in other news, we learned that sanding fiberglass often in our shop gets everything dusty. So the guys cleaned out this room, and look, Ray's got his own prep room now. Look how cool that is. Look. Yeah. So we thought this whole room had like some sort of crazy ventilation system. That's just AC. I guess Ray was explaining to me they make a special DA that has like a vacuum attachment onto it that helps with dust.
Yeah, so this is the hoses I believe right here. So one of these will go to the DA, and then you have your regular line, which is this, which goes here. Obviously, this is the wrong DA for that, but if you get the right ones, basically, as you're sanding, you're vacuuming any dust and anything.
That's sick.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Yeah.
As of right now, we're loosely talking about putting a partition and like a solid wall somewhere through here, and then one side being prep, and then ironically the other side being the engine building room, because we don't need all the space for engine building. We don't need all the space for prep, because we don't really do a ton of either. But I think this space will work great for either or, because it is kind of close to both the paint booth and the automotive shop. I feel like I've been playing catch up these past couple days. I haven't really been sleeping much, and I'm struggling to make what I feel like is a great video topic, and it's just kind of been like little bullshit compound updates, and I'm sorry about that. I hope you guys enjoy them. I've got a lot of random equipment and things that are like going to be coming together to where we'll have like a couple more banger weeks, and then there's going to be lulls like this. I'm doing my best to kind of keep you guys up to date with a lot of stuff that's going on behind the scenes. But anyway, I'm already late for a dinner that I have to go to, so this is another same day upload. Thank you, Mike, and I will see you guys in 2 days. Wait, today is Wednesday? I mean, I guess I could tell them to set a reminder for the R34 decks that are going to drop on Friday, but I'll talk about it again in Friday's video, so.
When you said,
Leave this out, Mike. I got a sick,
when you said,
I was gonna ask you,
bro, like a
when you
bad
said,
I was gonna say you just find one to